When it comes to sneakers, so many different aspects go into what we call the sneaker culture today. From the sneaker collectors to the sneaker resellers to the sneaker enthusiasts, even the person you grew up with just learning to love their style, just incorporating it and learning your own style out of it. Sneakers add to the decoration of your personality, I like to say. But what a lot of people get confused when it comes down to owning a sneaker brand and designing for a sneaker brand, they are two completely different things in people. Even celebrities are confused why buying into a brand and owning a brand has different ownerships. First, let's start with one word: legacy. Adolf Dassler, Adi for short, born November 3rd, 1900 in Herzogenaurach. His father, who worked in a shoe factory, Adi followed his footsteps and trained as a cobbler before being drafted as a soldier in the German army during the World War I. After his return from the service, his passion for sports soon inspired him to make shoes for athletes, specifically the classic disciplines of track and field. He was the first to set up his shop in the cramped confines of his mother's laundry room and started making shoes out of canvas. He was 20 years old when he finished his first pair. 4 years later, his brother Rudolf, a trained salesman, joined Adi's business together. They established Gebruder Dassler Shoe Fabric, Dassler's brother's shoe store factory, where they initially employed just 12 workers. Now, with hard work, the brothers managed to produce 50 shoes per day. Now, in 1925, Dassler obtained his first two patents. One for a running shoe with hand-forged spikes for traction on running tracks in grass, and another for the first modern football boot with nail leather studs. See, the business started to gain momentum, and they started to supply many athletes with footwear at the 1928 Olympics in Amsterdam. But still, the business met its international acclaim during the 1936 Berlin Olympics, and he drove to the Olympics with a suitcase full of spiked shoes. He persuaded U.S. sprinter Jesse Owens to use them, following Owens' win of 4 gold medals. His success cemented the good reputation of Dassler's shoe among the world's most famous sportsmen. Now, after the World War II, Rudolf left the business and started what came to be known as Puma. Adi renamed the business to Adidas and continued to progress. Most of his customers at the time were American soldiers who gave him materials to make shoes from tent fabric and leather from baseball gloves for the upper section and the warplane fuel tanks for the sole. Now, the 3-stripe ideal was with Adi from the start. Although there was no logo, there were always 3 stripes on his shoes. This came from 3 principles for making each shoe: to produce the best shoe, to serve the needs of the sport, to protect the athlete from injury, and to make the shoe durable. In 1950, the first ever low-cut, soft, lightweight football boot was designed exclusively for the German national team for the World Cup of Switzerland in 1954, which featured revolutionary screw in studs, which means they could easily be replaced, setting the standard for modern football boots. The success of his football boots made him delve further into the sport. He set out to design a training shoe for use of hard and even icy ground, and so developed the iconic Samba, since that is still popular today. The second most popular Adidas shoe behind the Adidas Stan Smith tennis shoes. From the mid-1960s, Adidas starts producing sports clothing for competitions, and training ball production begins in 1963, and since then, Adidas have expanded their clothing ranges and equipment to different audiences and markets. After Adidas expanded into the leisure of apparel sector, Adi Dassler needed to seek a new additional identification mark for the Adidas brand. In August 1971, the trefoil was born out of more than 100 ideas, inspired by the 3 stripes but still different enough to remain independent. The symbol was first used on Adidas products in 1972 and later became the company's corporate symbol. Today, it plays the important role of representing the Adidas Originals collection. In 1986, Run DMC started the first clothing brand collaborations in hip-hop history after they released the single My Adidas and began a long-time partnership with Adidas. They changed the way rappers presented themselves. They embraced the look and style of the street by wearing jeans, laceless Adidas sneakers, and their trademark black fedoras, from Adidas track suits and rope chains and baggy jeans. Today, Adidas is still popular as ever and constantly updating its style. They are split up into 2 to 3 categories, again referencing their 3 stripes: Adidas Sport, Adidas Originals, and Adidas Style, each of which feature diverse collaborations with athletes, artists, and celebrities. Now when it comes to sneaker designers, they gain ownership in design and trend aspects of the brand, which is very important. See, sneaker designers are artistic and creative professionals who brainstorm unique concepts for shoe designs and present their final designs for brands' product lines. Many sneaker designers have strong knowledge of current fashion trends, consumer behaviors, or expectations and market conditions, creating unique, affordable, and innovative sneaker design concepts by sketching or using computer-aided design software. Collaborating closely with owners and employees of the brand they're designing for to determine their budget, needs, and goals for their up-and-coming sneaker line. Visiting fashion shows, trade shows, and popular sneaker stores to better understand current fashion trends. Making trend boards and seasonal product strategies for brands to review and consider. Working closely with merchandisers regarding color palettes, themes, graphics, and product line plans for up-and-coming designs. Meeting with product developers to build and uphold production schedules. Obtaining prototypes by the established deadline and presenting them during meetings or industry events. Now, sneaker designers, they should be great at identifying and staying aware of common trends. They should also have impressive drawing and sketching abilities to convey clear concepts of their designs to manufacturers, product developers, and brand executives. Sneaker designers should also understand how to transition and present these designs on computer-aided design tools to make it easier to design the final product. Common skills sneaker designers should have include attention to detail, decision-making abilities, creativity and artistic abilities, sketching skills, verbal and written communication, collaborative and team-building skills, computer and technology abilities, strong knowledge of color palettes, patterns, and materials, ability to locate industry and fashion trends. Now, if you're thinking about becoming a sneaker designer, to excel as a sneaker designer, you should practice and perfect your drawing and sketching abilities to showcase impressive design in your portfolio to impress hiring managers. Now, the first things you should do is practice drawing shoes. If you realize in high school that you'd like to one day professionally design sneakers, start practicing your drawing skills. Take art classes in high school to learn the basic principles of drawing. Use them to sketch your own unique sneaker designs. See, if you continue to practice these skills in high school, you can better prepare yourself for art courses at the design program you attend. It's important to possess great drawing abilities because they allow you to clearly convey all elements of the sneaker design that you're pitching to brand executives. Number 2, earn an art or fashion degree. There are many potential educational institutions you can attend after earning your high school diploma that can teach you the key elements of fashion and shoe design. Some employers prefer candidates to earn a 2-year degree, while others may require a 4-year degree from an accredited institution. Potential majors to pursue at the educational institution of your choice include industrial design, product design, fashion design, materials, fine arts, or graphic design. The subject you study should relate to the art or fashion, as these programs teach design elements and how to build a professional portfolio for hiring managers. Another main key element is becoming advanced in computer drawing software. Most design programs offer courses in computer design software tools. When you start your career, you often use these tools to make your sketches more interactive and captivating for executives to review. Having advanced knowledge in these software systems allows you to create quality designs quickly and efficiently. If there are any design tools employers list as requirements that you don't yet know how to use, consider teaching yourself how to use them through online find instructional videos on YouTube. Try to learn as many design tools as possible and list them on your resume to stand out to hiring managers. Just build your profile and create original designs, and it will transcend with the people you're trying to get your work across to. And last but not least, gain industry connections. Gain exposure in the design field by attending industry events or organizations. Introduce yourself to professionals in the industry and use an elevator pitch to demonstrate your skills and expertise. An elevator pitch is a 30 to 60 second speech that briefly describes your experience, strengths, and elements that make you the best fit for the role. The more connections you gain in the industry, the more likely you are to land an impressive position as a sneaker designer.